The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
God grant us brand new mercies every single morning, and it's time for the praise break. Let's start the day in prayer. And I want everybody to please welcome my good friend, Pastor Keith Norman, the senior pastor of First Baptist Church, Broad Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee. Pastor Norman, good morning, man. Happy to have you.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Come on, let's go to God in prayer. The blessing of God's glory is that he is able to do far more abundantly for all of us than we ever ask and or think. So today, Lord, I want you to do the extraordinary. Do that which, Lord, we would never have fathomed or imagined in our own thinking. But it is according to the power that works in us. So God, let your power flow strong in each and every one of the listeners today and to all of those whom we come into contact with. And God, let your power flow through us all throughout this day, and Lord, even over into the night, because according to your word in Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20 and 21, you're able to do far more abundantly than we think and or even ask. So God, if we haven't asked for it, do it anyhow. And God, if it crosses our mind, do it your way, because Lord, you do better for us and do more for us than we know how to ask for even ourselves. And do it in the name of Jesus Christ throughout all generations, forever and ever. This is our prayer today for the Rickey Smiley family. This is Dr. Keith Norman at the First Baptist Church, 2835 Broad Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, with worship services each and every Sunday morning, 8 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. When you're in Memphis, come by and see us.
All right, y'all, that's my friend and brother, Pastor Keith Norman, the senior pastor of First Baptist Church, Broad Avenue in Memphis, Tennessee. So let's get this day going. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
May your struggle.
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Joy. 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 Joy.
Man, let me tell y'all something, man. Oh, man, we serve an awesome God, man. You can spend it back there if you want to. We serve an awesome God. And I'm just thankful for where I am. I'm thankful for him bringing me through what he brought me through and bringing a lot of y'all what he brought y'all through. And we up this morning. Might not feel good sometimes. Might be hard to get up out of bed, going through stuff, man. All the people that have to go through stuff, man, go through dialysis and chemotherapy and whatever it is that you're dealing with and you're going through. Just know that God, with that joy will come in the morning, y'all. And we serve an awesome God. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Hey, Ricky, I just want to give praise to God. He has brought me through 16 years of blindness. I've been having a lot of sickness, a lot of deaths. God has really brought me through things.
Amen. Thank you, Rickey Smiley, for that song this morning. I really need it.
I just want to give thanks to Almighty Father for bringing me through my mother's passing. And I just love him because I know he loves me.
Man, thank y'all so much, man, for your phone calls, y'all. All right, let's get into some more praise right here, y'all. I got your front page coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Let's go.
News headlines,
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 14 minutes after the hour, y'all got your front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Wednesday, June 3rd. Here's what's going on in the news. Breaking news out of Bakersfield, California. 2 hostages have now been released from a bomb and hostage situation at a Chase Bank there in Bakersfield. But police say this is still an active bomb threat situation. Now, this has been unfolding since yesterday. Investigators say an unknown number of people may still be inside. The suspect is believed to have a bomb strapped to his body, and crisis negotiators are still talking with him. Police have locked down a big old huge wide area, evacuated nearby buildings, and the FBI is now assisting. In other news, a South Carolina case that sparked outrage in 2023 has ended with a not guilty verdict. A jury found convenience store owner Chicky Rick Chow not guilty of murder in the shooting death of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton. Now, Cyrus was shot in the back after Chow chased him from a Columbia convenience store. Prosecutors said Chow thought the teen had stolen bottled water, chased him more than 130 yards, and fired out of anger. But the defense said Chow was protecting his son, claiming Cyrus pointed a gun during the chase. Now, several people testified they never saw him holding or pointing a gun. The case led to protests, vigils, and water bottles spelling out Cyrus's name. A painful reminder of how a teenager accused of taking water ended up dead. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. What you got coming up in the hot spot, Brat?
Coming up next in the hot spot, Michael Jackson documentary debuts. I got some more details on it up next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot
and that's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, 29 before the top of the hour, y'all, boy. Y'all done played P-Ball Bryson, man. That Brat.
What?
I did not know that end of the song had all that in it. And we was waving at each other from the stage and stuff. And, you know, they was going, you know how they go from stage to stage, like in a mission. Then P-Ball Bryson to come out and sing. He was with his band. And it was just great that, what a legend. We grew up on his music.
I know.
And I just can't believe that he died. I thought that he probably would recover or whatever, man. But the fact that he passed away, I really hate it. I'm devastated, Brat, for real.
Yeah. So we're going to send out prayers to his family and loved ones. Y'all, if you miss any part of the show, make sure you check out the Rickey Smiley Morning Show podcast, available wherever you get your podcast. And you can follow me on my social media at Brat. Coming up, oh, Lord, Peebo.
Yeah, I know. It's heartbreaking. You know, when we lose people like that, man, we, be like, man, you start thinking about the other stuff. Like, we need the bubble wrap Uncle Charlie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And Ron Isley.
And Ron Isley, man.
And Gladys Knight.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, you see all our stars passing away and going on. They have gave so much to us. They are our childhood. They are everything from elementary school, high school, and college. And to see them in this era as they all slowly transition, whatever, it's really, really sad when you think about it. It really made me want to cry right now because I absolutely love P-Ball Bryson and all of those artists from that era. So rest in peace, P-Ball Bryson. We're going to be talking more about it on the show. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
Now you know. Hey, no.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU.
Rock Teasy in the building for another HBCU. No, we gonna always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Oh, we gotta holler at Howard University, a.k.a. HU, founded in 1867. Home of the indigo, blue, red, and white Bisons. Shout out to Showtime Marching Band, baby. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students. Miss Roxy Roker received her BFA from Howard University and was an active member in the Howard Players. She later became a member of the Negro Ensemble Company in New York. She's the mother of rock musician Lenny Kravitz. Widely remembered for her role as Helen Willis on The Jeffersons, one of television's most iconic sitcoms. In 1974, she won an Obie Award and was nominated for a Tony for her performance as Maddie Williams in The River Niger. She's a proud member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. The great Roxy Roker, another proud HBCU alum of Howard University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want to share your HBCU story, follow us on Instagram and shoot us a DM at HBCU. No.
What you got, Alfredas?
The winner of this year's Scripps National Spelling Bee was 14-year-old Shrey Parikh from California. Now, the winning word was bromocriptine. So this it's bromocriptine. It's a polypeptide alkaloid, which is like something found in fungus plants. But anyway, it's a polypeptide.
You don't start wasting precious
polypeptide
radio.
Okay.
What? Well, anyway,
radio airtime.
Right. Okay.
It's a polypeptide alkaloid.
Okay. Anywho. All the brilliant kids participating would be embarrassed by this next story. The website Unscrambler, and that really is what it is, looked at internet search data to put out a list of the most problematic words for Americans to spell. Words that were associated with phrases like, how do you spell, or how to spell. Okay, Gary, we all know you're this, so spell bougie.
Bougie.
Yeah.
B-O-J-U-I-E?
That's how you would think, right?
Yeah.
It's
T-E-L-Y.
That's perfect.
Come on, Brat.
Yeah, because your
That
ass looking
wasn't
down at
correct.
the paper.
No, but you know
That
what?
was right.
No,
I
some
thought it
people
was
put
D-I.
some people put another another I or another E. So,
Nah. Yeah.
all right, Kay, you're smarty pants.
Give him another one. He looked at the sheet.
Oh,
I didn't look at the sheet.
You did. I saw you.
Did
I
you?
don't care what word you give me. I got you.
Ooh.
I'm a former spelling bee champion.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
You wasn't in
accounting.
Okay. Spell separate. That's too easy.
Yeah, that's too easy.
No,
That's too easy.
my coffee ain't sitting in the county.
Come on now.
All right.
I had a lot of time to study.
Okay, spell bureaucracy. That's kind of one that people get.
B-U-R-E-A-U-C-R-A-C-Y.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right.
Thank
spell dichotomy.
What? Dichotomy?
Dichotomy. I said dichotomy.
D-I-C-H-O-M-O-T-Y.
What'd you say? That's right.
D-I-C-H-O-M-O-T-Y.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Spell mischievous.
M-I-S-C-H-I-E-V-I-O-U-S.
All right, shut up. That's because I before E. So they're just coming.
He spelled for real now.
All right.
Things.
Okay.
I had a lot of time to study for 2 years.
You ought to. You said what?
I had a lot of time to study for 2 years.
2 years.
2 years. 2 years where?
In the federal timeout.
Oh, God.
Thank you for being a friend.
Oh, yeah.
Travel down the road and back again.
Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl.
It's true.
Oh, yeah. This is my part right here. Ooh, oh. If I did everything. The biggest gift, the biggest. Yeah, thank you for being my friend. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gary. What?
What?
What? Hold on, Dave.
Speaking
Stop. Gary.
Yes.
After we do thank you for being a friend, when you hear the music, you have to turn your mic on to start. The listeners are listening to the radio, and they're excited. It's called a tease. You're supposed to do the tease of what's next.
I wonder
Hold on. Start the music. Let's do it right. Turn your mic on. Start the music, Dave. All right, Gary, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, an ex-heartbeater beat speaks out, honey. We're going to talk about that ex-heartbeat and who he is next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Oh, yeah.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning, the U.S. Wednesday. A beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, former employees, honey, of Kevin Hart, y'all are now speaking out, honey, about Heartbeat. Now, that's a comedian's production company after the company filed in February, y'all, a lawsuit against former employees Eric Eddings and Mr. Leslie Guan, alleging y'all breach of contract, unfair business practices, and y'all misappropriation of trade secrets. Now, Eddings and Guan, y'all, have denied that they misused confidential information as they move forward with their own podcast venture. Now, a former Heartbeat employee who is not part of the lawsuit told the Daily Mail that the legal action seemed personal. They person said, quote, I think that Leslie and Eric are almost certainly in the right. The former employee said, now they're both very smart, they are straight shooters, and they said they think that they saw the writing on the wall in terms of the direction the company was going. Now, the former employee added, y'all, that some staff members were shocked by the layoffs at Heartbeat, while others believed, y'all, that the company needed to shrink following changes in the entertainment industry, I should say. They said, quote, content pullback is real. That's what that former employee said. Now, Hart's former executive assistant, Ms. Maisha Shakes, also weighed in, saying that she was not shocked to see the former staffers beefing with the company. Now, she said, quote, it's just unfortunate that a business relationship has to get ruined over somebody being greedy. How much money do you have to have until you say it's enough? Now, Hart spoke about the company's recent downsizing during the interview. Now, he added, y'all, that he would not he would do a movie he would not do a movie without the Heartbeat production. Now, the actor is also dealing, y'all, with the backlash over the roast of Kevin Hart, the Netflix special produced by Heartbeat.
Now, after the comedian Tony, how you say his name, Hinchcliffe, was criticized for a joke about George Floyd, they said Hart said the moment happened during a live show. He said, quote, "It's a live production," Kevin said. He said, "I'm not compromising the live production for a reaction of what?" He said, "What do you want me to do?" He said, "I'm going to drag the man off the stage." And they said Shakes was not satisfied with the response. And he said, "We wanted him to stand up for the black culture, and we can't even get an apology out of him." So
that wasn't the time or place for that. Like Kevin said, that wasn't the time or place for that.
You don't think so? You don't think it should have...
Not during a live broadcast, no.
What? Ricky, would you have interrupted a live broadcast? Like, say, if in the Space Cable got on stage and said something
like
crazy?
something went terribly wrong, I probably would have got up and smoothed it over the least, and then maybe spoke about it afterwards. But just making sure that I didn't ruin the show.
Yeah, well, they
but at the same time, kind of stop and say, we ain't going in that direction now. Keep going. Go to the next show.
Yeah.
Like when you be doing, go to the next story. Go. Keep it moving. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, they still upset with Kevin Hart, so we're going to see how this all turns out, though, honey, because it's really a very serious thing that they're still angry about the George Floyd situation. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Los Angeles courtroom, y'all, has delivered another setback to Bill Cosby. Now, they're saying that the 88-year-old comedian's request for a new trial was rejected by the Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Bradley Phillips, upholding a jury verdict, stemming from the allegations made by Miss Donna Martsinger. Now, Miss Martsinger, she's 84 years old. She said that Bill Cosby drugged and sexually assaulted her in 1972. A jury previously sided with her in the civil case, awarding damages of a reported $19.25 million. Now, USA Today placed a total of at $59.25 million, citing $40 million in punitive damages in addition, y'all, to the award. Now, Phillips ruled, y'all, that Cosby had not shown trial problems serious enough to call the verdict into question, according to the report. Now, they're saying that the jury also said that the damages were not unreasonably high and that the jurors had enough evidence, y'all, to connect Cosby's conduct to Martsinger's harm. Now, Ms. Martsinger alleged, y'all, that she first, y'all, met Bill Cosby while she was working as a server at a restaurant that he frequented. She said that while going with him to one of his shows, he gave her some good wine and a pill that she believes was an aspirin. She alleged, y'all, that she later faded in and out of consciousness before waking up at his mansion in only her underwear. So, Cosby denied the account and also denied the accusation or whatever, but girl, they're going to get this man every penny. I mean,
when I tell you, that's if a woman is drunk and fine as hell, I'm not going to touch her. Because half of the turn on is her wanting you.
Exactly. That's what I don't get.
Half of the turn on is her wanting you.
Right.
If you touch a woman and she ain't in her right mind, you're a predator.
Right.
Yeah.
Say that, Ricky.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done had a chick pass out on me before.
I was going to say that, but I didn't know if we could talk about that or not.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah, Gary got the girl drunk, had the margaritas flowing at Houston's or whatever. Yeah. But being respectful. Get in the shower. I'm talking about watch that girl whole body and didn't even look. Put her on a T-shirt and took her to the guest room and tucked her in. That's it for the night. Ain't nobody can do none of that. What you? How do you do? You can go get a blow up doll if you're doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Just be decent. Be a decent
something
person.
that can't respond. Sex is between two people, not one. Yeah. That's real predatory. And predatory behavior and people that do stuff like that, man. You are weird. If anybody ever done that, you a weirdo. Yeah. And should be put in jail.
And quickly, she said she thought he gave her aspirin. Well, girl, did you have a headache and you asked for aspirin, or did you just take a pill because he gave it to you? I don't know. But anyway, now that said and did, y'all know what time it is? Sha-la-la. Hey. Sha-la-la-la-la. Yes, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is aubergine. On the high end, you say aubergine, and on the low, you say beautiful brownish purple. That's your color for today.
You said brownish purple?
You have a brownish purple, yes. Almost like a fading eggplant.
All right, then. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got some wake-up calls. Get at me, 8669. Ricky, here we go.
Here we go.
Wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together.
Get it together.
You up this long, this lid, you in your house shoes, so it would be better.
Come on.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on and just wake up.
Good morning. My name is Sidaria. I'm calling from Raleigh, North Carolina. I just want to wish my baby boy good luck on his last 5th grade EOG. Go Die. Have a good day.
Hey. It's Lucky Bisa. I want to say, hey, Ricky, what's up? You already up. Wake up. And have a great day today.
Hey.
Love you, Ricky.
Love you.
Hey, good morning. This is Tamika. I'm calling from North Augusta, South Carolina. Again, I want to wake up my son, Trishawn. Get ready to go to work, my love. I want to wake up my grandson, Mozzie. Have a good day at school. Wake up.
Cause we gon' let it know. Miami, wake up. Seattle, wake up. In Detroit, wake up. Let's go. Wake up. St. Louis, wake up. New Orleans, wake up. In Memphis, wake up. Let's go. Wake up.
Appreciate it, Brat.
You welcome, Ricky.
Oh, y'all, I got the good, the bad, and the what the hell Wednesday. We got that coming up next. You don't want to miss it. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is time for the good, the bad, and the what the hell Wednesday. And we're going to start out with Alfreda's this morning. Give us some good news.
Okay, Ricky. An off-duty New York firefighter is a hero after rescuing a woman trapped in her submerged car during a recent flash flood. So this firefighter saw the car filling with water, climbed on top, and smashed through the sunroof using his hands and like this metal cup to free her. He pulled the woman to safety just as she was running out of air. He was later honored by the city officials and credited with saving her life. So that's
nice,
the good news.
man.
Yeah.
Nice. She probably was out cheating on her husband.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm just playing. That was wrong. I ruined. Did I ruin it?
I mean, it's all right. She's safe. He's a hero. We move on.
Yeah, whatever. All right, we got the bad news. What you got special, Kate?
So a preschool teacher was arrested after surveillance footage captured her repeatedly striking toddlers in her care with multiple objects. This is in West Melbourne, Florida. Police said that, according to the affidavit, the abuse occurred at a school named Mustard Seed Kids, and school director contacted police after a parent reported that 41-year-old Latasha Mullings had flicked a student in the face. Surveillance footage showed that she struck 5 children, apparently, aged 2 to 4, with a metal stapler, a shoe, a bucket, a stuffed animal,
That's
and
crazy.
her open hand across 11 separate incidents. Now, footage also showed her flicking and pinching children, grabbing them by their shirts, and on one occasion throwing a shoe at a child and missing before grabbing the child and yelling in the child's face. Boy, let me tell you something. Police said surveillance footage showed the children displaying visible pain responses following the incidents. However, she was arrested and faces 5 felony counts of abuse.
They need to open the can of whoop.
Boy,
on
let
her
me tell
in
you
jail.
something. And my grandbaby about to go to school, too. Ain't
The
no way
trauma
there.
those kids experienced. Can
Ain't
you imagine?
no way in the hell. Brett.
2 to 5?
Listen, look at here. Look at here.
Ain't no Brit, boy. Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Yeah,
Arrested. That ain't enough.
She'll be begging to go to jail.
Yeah.
I know. I appreciate that story, man. All right, Brett, you got what's going on with that was what the hell, but there's another what the hell news.
Okay, double what the hells. A 33-year-old man in Florida named Clayton Warren was arrested after he allegedly broke into a store in the middle of the night last Thursday to steal Pokemon cards using a chainsaw.
Whoa.
He was caught on surveillance footage using the chainsaw to cut a triangle into the hurricane-proof front window, and he cut himself in the process, leaving some blood behind at the scene. Well, y'all, he initially tried to break the window with a rock. That didn't work, so he apparently grabbed the chainsaw. Clayton initially got away with about $12,000 worth of cards. Now, if you're thinking the chainsaw didn't sound discreet, Clayton wasn't too concerned with that. In addition to the blood, his car and his license plate was also captured on camera. He was charged with burglary and grand theft.
Why do some people do such stupid?
World's dumbest criminals.
Pokemon
them,
cards can go
them
for
cards
millions.
is expensive
Yes,
now.
they can go for.
If you get them,
Well, what store did he break in that sold Pokemon cards?
probably one of
They
those
don't
card
sell that
stores.
at all.
GameStops or something
I
like that.
I thought he broke in a Wawa. I said, I ain't never seen no.
from?
Now, I don't know where the chainsaw came from or why he
Probably
had
from his
one.
house. He got a chainsaw, probably broke in Lowe's and stole that out of Home Depot. When the Wawa and got the gas to put in the chainsaw and then crunk it up and try to break in and steal the Pokemon cards with the tag. Take the tag off the
And then cut yourself. Lord have
Right,
And then
right,
cut yourself.
and then left DNA and blood at the same. He's gonna be doing some time.
Big
or whatever.
dummy.
Black on there, where you at, man?
Shot, I'm back in the bed. Shot, I had to clamp back in the bed.
Man, come on, man.
No,
you know how
I'm
much,
not
you know how much
sick.
paperwork you got to do?
I know, Shawty, but I had woke up out of bad dreams, Shawty,
Right.
and I was so traumatized.
But let me say this before you tell me about that, man. You got paperwork bagged up for like 2 years, man. 2 years, bro. But you ain't really been to work.
I
Came to
know,
work.
But I woke up.
What you dream about?
Nightmares. I had wanted to sleep because you always say when you go to sleep with your job on your mind, that means you'll wake up. You don't need no alarm clock.
Absolutely.
And I tried to have that same
mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I went to work with the work on my mind last night. So I went to sleep with work on my job on my mind.
With your mind on your money and your money on your mind.
But I had a bad dream, so the money showed everybody was just in the trouble, so
what you dream, man?
I was dreaming we were going on a field trip.
Yeah.
And it was all us on a church bus, and then we was all on the church bus. And Roxy was driving.
Yeah.
But he was crazy though. He went crazy. He got real drunk, and he was driving.
Roxy he don't drink though.
I know that's because Shawty's in a dream. That means it ain't real. But look, we went off a cliff.
What?
We went off a cliff, but you and Brat had parachute. But ain't nobody else had no parachute, and y'all had jumped out the van on y'all parachute. But then your parachute didn't open up, and Brat tried to grab you, but then she crashed into the wall. But then and then when she hit the wall, she started rapping Funkified. Oh, there was a lot going on. So, and then Alfreda was there. But she tried to stay in the van, but it kept flipping over. And then she's so smart that she got flipped out the van. But then you caught her on the way down. So you were coming down, and you caught her because she was so little. You caught her with one hand and grabbed her. And then, but then y'all hit the ground. Oh, God.
What happened to Gary?
And y'all hit the ground. And then Gary, for some reason, I don't know why, but me and Gary woke up. Me and Gary both woke up in the hospital, but we was in the same hospital bed, and we was spooning. I was like, what the hell? I had to go.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
7 minutes after the hour, ladies and gentlemen, Gary has the tea and the Collier of the day. Gary, happy Wednesday to you.
Happy Wednesday, Ricky. And good morning to you, and good morning, America. And here's what's happening in celebrity news. You know when you say it to me, it throws me off. I'll be forgetting what to say. But anyway, y'all, the prayer warriors are definitely being solicited for Preston Pippins, y'all. He's a very young man, and I feel sad for him, and the story is really depressing. But they're saying that Preston Pippins is opening up, y'all, about his experience at school as his life at home unraveled. Now, during a recent episode of Netflix's Casablanca Confidential, y'all, they're saying that the 22-year-old son of Larsa Pippins and her ex-husband, Scottie Pippin, revealed y'all his experience having people at school bring up his mother's escapades. Now they're saying during the conversation about Larsa's life and how it affects him, Preston said that his mom y'all was in a weird place and had a new relationship that was per usual. He said, quote, I'm glad I'm not dealing with this, y'all, anymore, Pippin said about his mother's situation per people. He said it kind of sucks when your parents are divorced. That's one thing, and then once they start dating, it's another thing. If they get remarried, he said, then it's a bigger thing. Later on, y'all, in the confessionals, Preston divulged more of his feelings, admitting, y'all, that there's no age, y'all, at which having divorced parents get any easier. He also mentioned that he lost his former friendship with the Kardashian family, saying that she was friends with a very famous family at that time. He said, quote, it was just all over the place. He said, you would think at that age when you're going to school that it is safe and you're dodging the drama at home, the 23-year-old recalled. People I thought that were my friends, he said, would make jokes, honey, and there's already so much noise in the house. And then Preston said that his parents aren't on speaking terms. He said, my parents got divorced when I was 15, and it was really tough because there was an affair. Now, Preston said, seemingly referring to Lars's alleged affair with Future. Now, they sent out the kids at the school. He said, like his friends, y'all, would play music, y'all, by a rapper that my mom was talking to at the time. He said, it was just slutty. He said, I'm removed from it now, so it's kind of easy to talk about it. And, you know, people are saying it's sad when people call your mama a lollipop, and they just allegedly just talk to that poor boy like that and stuff. I mean, it was a sad thing. And Larsa Pippen seemed to be a nice person. Freezer, have you ever experienced that where kids talk to your kids about you?
Why would someone say anything mean about me to my
Well, I mean,
kids?
I'm just saying, like, you're on the radio and you know
Absolutely not.
You're the biscuit eater and stuff like that. I don't know if you tell your
whatever.
kids.
Someone taste the biscuit.
No. And I tell my kids,
the honey sauce.
That's so sad that her kids had to go through that. It's not their fault what their mom's doing or not doing. No, I've never experienced that. So.
But that's what y'all grown-ups got to watch what y'all do then, because if you got kids and
part.
stuff, the kids get teased and stuff and what have you,
Yeah.
you know? So, but
unfortunate.
nevertheless, he said he's gotten past it on, and we're happy about it, and we're glad Laura, we haven't heard anything about Larsa in a while, but, you know, when she was with them Kardashians, honey, she was definitely allegedly, honey, out there and stuff, but they dumped her, honey, because they thought she was getting more black men than they were, so, honey, they dumped her.
Was that the reason?
They said, Miss Larsa, you got to go, honey. You messing up our time.
Wow.
But nevertheless, she's doing good now. And her son, little Preston, is going on with his life. So congratulations to Preston. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news, speaking of Kardashian, they're saying, honey, if you were looking for a sign that baby Miss Kim Kardashian and Lewis Hamilton are in this thing for real, they're saying that the universe just delivered it, y'all, in the form of a Nobu Malibu birthday dinner, honey, with an accompanying IG post, honey. So I guess, honey, she done finally rallied this men, and they're saying that it was not a low-key sighting. They said it was not an ambiguous paparazzi moment. They're saying it was a fully orchestrated family affair with receipt sunglasses and a seating arrangement. As E! News reported, y'all, they're saying Kim officially, y'all, hard launched the relationship, y'all, on June the 1st with an autograph carousel. The carousel included a hilarious clip of Lewis capturing the moment she nearly fell off her bike during a couple's ride through New York City. They were saying she was screaming and carrying on. People didn't know what they was doing, honey, but she was on the ground allegedly. They said, but the Instagram post was not the only most recent chapter in a week that had already given the internet far too much process, honey. But nevertheless, to make a long story short, it's alleged, y'all, that Kim and this man, Hamilton, are together again. Are they together? And I still say today, I mean, I feel so sorry for the single, you know, African-American women that can't find a halfway decent man, honey. And you got to do like the Kardashians do, honey, and just rally them on in, honey, if you look right. Because
What you mean?
Because, you know, I mean, first of all, honey, those Kardashians, they built bodies, and so, you know, black men like anything that's not black with a built body. So, you know.
No, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. We can't stand it. We can't stand it. We like natural. Bring the where the chicks from the 90s at.
90s
That's
fine.
90s
That's
fine. That's what we into.
Really? We don't like nothing extra.
Cornbread, fed, butter beans, black-eyed peas, and neck bones.
Come on.
Is that right?
We don't need the extra fingernails and the eyelashes.
Is
and all
that right? Why so damn many
All
black
of it.
single women then?
Okay, then the women got all that stuff. We don't like it. Yeah. We don't like it. You got to go get no Brazilian. We want that wolf monkey.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir.
Boxing glove in the dark.
What is that, Brat?
Because I'm a mean old lion.
Right now.
Okay.
Alfred, do you agree?
Absolutely. Let's go.
The jungle biscuit.
Yes, sir. And the color of the day is.
And that time is, yes. Yes, baby, sha-la-la-la-la, honey. All right on the Lion King, honey. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is aubergine, honey. On the high end, you say aubergine, and on the low end, you say brownish purple, baby.
That was
That's
the whiz, boo.
Yes, Lord. That's what that was?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T, if you would.
Health, happiness, and hope. It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Already Wellness Wednesday. Every Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show is Wellness Wednesday, and we got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier in the building to answer all of your medical questions. Dr. Collier, happy to have you this morning, man.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, Rock T. Special K, that special K, the spelling bee champion. Gary with the T, Alfreda's and the Brat. And thank you, Rickey, for the opportunity to bring healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So, Rickey, we are already aware that GLP-1 therapies, that's glucagon-like peptides, has benefits beyond weight loss and diabetes control. They also decrease the risk for heart attacks and strokes, improve kidney function, and other health benefits. I'm glad to report this morning even more good news related to GLP-1 medication group. I'm speaking about the Ozempics, the Wegovy's, the Mounjaros, the Zepbound injections, and now tablets. Research led by the Cleveland Clinic, Ricky, found that the medications may reduce the spread of several obesity-related cancers. So another research study noted that GLP-1 drugs are linked to major slowdown in breast cancer, prostate cancer, and more. There was a real-world retrospective study that included over 12,000 patients with obesity-related cancers like breast cancer, prostate cancer, lung cancer, rectal cancer, and liver cancer. Now, even kidney cancers and pancreatic cancers. Patients that were started on GLP-1 drugs like Ozempic, Mounjaro, even the old school first-generation GLP-1s, Trulicity and Victoza, after the cancer diagnosis was made, they started them on these medications, and they were found to have significantly lower progression to stage 4 diseases for particularly 4 types of cancers. That's lung cancer was reduced by 50%, breast cancer by 43%, colon cancer by 31%, liver cancer by 38%. 3 other types of cancers, prostate, pancreatic, and kidney, also had lower rates of spread. And you know that pancreatic cancer is the bugaboo. It's the one that most of the time when people are diagnosed, they're already stage 3 or 4. So this is the amazing, once the diagnosis is made, they can start them on these drugs and make them healthier. So tumors, they do genetic testing on these tumors and evaluate them. So tumors that had higher levels of GLP-1 receptor proteins that help the cells respond to the GLP-1 hormones and drugs were also linked to better survival outcomes. So overall, patients with tumors who had more of the GLP-1 receptors were about 1/3 less likely to die during the trial period. So the findings suggest that the GLP-1 pathways may directly influence how some cancers grow or spread. The study has not been peer-reviewed and has some limitations because the main study was retrospective, which means they look backwards at it. But weight loss and metabolic improvements may have influenced the results. Of course, it's thought that when you lose the weight, you decrease the amount of body fat, you decrease the inflammation, and decreasing the inflammation always helps with every cardiovascular disease as well as cancers. So they do recommend, and they're going to do further clinical trials to evaluate these preliminary findings and determine the significance of that. But looks like this class of drug is going to be added to the armamentarium in the treatment of cancers. And you know the cancer rates, particularly colon cancer, going up, particularly in people of color. So we got something else to add to it. And that's going to be much less expensive than the traditional cancer therapies.
All right. Hey, yes, sir. Appreciate that information, Dr. Collier. Let's go to the phones. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
I've been recently diagnosed as having a thyroid mass, a large thyroid mass. And I was wondering what advice he can give me for that. I know surgery was recommended, but I was just wondering what advice he could give me moving into that.
The urgency for the surgery is directly proportional to the results of a biopsy and or how your thyroid function tests are doing. So if your thyroid function tests are normal and the biopsy is negative, you just have a mass. A lot of people get those, and it's a cosmetic thing at that point. If it's not cancerous now, it's not going to probably become malignant, so you can live with it and schedule the surgery when it's convenient for you. They have several things that they can do. They can take out the entire thyroid. They can take out one lobe of the thyroid, but if they do take out the entire thyroid, you're going to be dependent on thyroid replacement therapy, which is the only alternative at that point. So if the surgery has already been recommended, there's probably a reason for that. But again, the key is the results of the biopsy. If it was non-malignant, the urgency for the surgery is decreased.
All right, John, Dr. Collier, good morning.
Yes, I have a cataract, and my question is there other procedures other than having that surgery to remove that cataract?
Okay, that surgery to remove the cataract is a major breakthrough. In the good old days, they would take the cataracts out and you would not have a lens in your eye. So you had to wear these big, thick glasses and look like Mr. Magoo, or like the comedian did in the Black movie with Ed Murphy. Yeah, exactly. Like Lil Darryl, exactly. But now, not only do they take the cataract out, they pop in a new lens that, one, clears your eyes up and makes you look 20 years younger, but gives you immediate 20/20 vision instantly. The whole procedure takes less than 30 seconds. They pop out the cataract, they pop in the new lens, and they put a patch on your eye for maybe a day, and the next day your vision is markedly improved. So that is not a surgery that I would shy away from. It's one that I'm eagerly embracing and hoping when I get it at some point, because it's going to restore my vision to 2020. And even though it's quite good now, there's still some changes. So I recommend that you go forward with the surgery unless you have some other contraindications not to get it. But it's going to be life changing, and they'll do one at a time just in case there was some complication to make sure there's no issues. But but that's a simple surgery. Talk to your doctor so you'll understand it better. But it's one that I definitely agree with and recommend.
And I would definitely recommend Dr. Panu, who did mine down in Fort Lauderdale. Dr. Panu, he is absolutely awesome. All right, we got time for another, Dave. Yeah. All right, look, hold on. Y'all hit us up. More of your phone calls with Dr. MJ Collier. Hit us up, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's Wellness Wednesday, and this morning we have Dr. MJ Collier here to answer all of your health questions for you and your family. You can hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Is it okay to take the probiotic, the vitamin D, and the omega-3 all together at one time? And when is the best time to take it, in the morning or at night?
Oh, absolutely. They are compatible. You can take them. I just suggest that you take them with a full glass of water. The omega-3 fish oil is fat soluble, which means it is better absorbed with food. But I take it in the morning on an empty stomach, and I take it at night with dinner. So either way works just fine. But a full glass of water, so the tablets are melted and out of your stomach in about 2 minutes. And there's no best time of day. The best time of day is whatever time you're going to take them, and remember to take them. So if that's in the morning, I tell people keep it by your toothbrush, wash your face, brush your teeth, take the supplements, and that way then you're good to go. You don't have to remember it later in the day.
Dr. Collier, the probiotic is like taking your muffler off your car.
They stimulate that gut, man. And,
you ever see the car? Every now and then a car pass you and that muffler off of it.
That muffler.
All right. You on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. I went to my doctor yesterday for examination. He said my heart rate is between 44 and 45 beats per minute. And he's putting me on Eliquis. And so what are the real side effects of Eliquis? Because I'm new to this medicine. Thank you.
Okay, Eliquis is the number one most prescribed blood thinner, and that's used to prevent heart attacks and strokes. The thing about blood is blood will clot. If blood is not moving fast, and if your heart rate is only 45, it's not moving fast, which means you can get small little micro clots. Those little micro clots can go to your brain and cause a stroke, or go to your heart and cause a heart attack. So that's just preventive. He probably suggested a low dose aspirin, 81 milligrams. They used to call it baby aspirin. Now they call it low dose. And so because babies would sometimes see it and take it thinking it was candy or whatever. So now it's called low-dose aspirin therapy, 81 milligrams. That may be in addition to the Eliquis. But some of the side effects you have to be concerned about are bleeding, particularly in the stomach. So oftentimes when I have a patient that's on a blood thinner, I will prescribe a medication like Pepcid, famotidine, to calm the stomach down, so decrease the chances of you getting a GI bleed and a stomach ulcer. So other things, if you were traumatized, I had a patient that had a slip and fall, hit their head, they were on a blood thinner, and had a brain bleed. So you have to be very careful about trauma, because it's slow. Your blood is slow to clot on those medications, and oftentimes clotting is an appropriate response to an injury or trauma.
That is. Young Dr. Collier, good morning.
Yes, I need to know the difference between D3 and K2 and how it's supposed to take with zinc and magnesium.
Okay, well, vitamin D3 is vitamin D. K is vitamin K. So they're two separate vitamin supplements, and they are oftentimes presented in combination. There are products that contain D3 and K2. So it's a good supplement to take if provided you're not on blood thinners, which is a great follow-up to the question I just had. Because on blood thinners, the vitamin K can decrease your ability to clot it to a level that can become dangerous. So if you're on blood thinners or even taking anti-inflammatories like Motrin or Naproxen, ibuprofen, continuously on a daily basis for joint pain or something, then you might want to avoid the K2. But the vitamin D at a therapeutic dose of 5,000 international units per day. Anything less than that is not going to give you all the benefits you can get from vitamin D. So make sure, and it's vitamin D3, which is the active vitamin D. Some products, vitamin D2, can be taken, but your body has to convert them to vitamin D3 before they help you. Some people do that very effectively and very efficiently. Other people do it okay. Some people don't do it at all. So the vitamin D2 is a total waste of time. So cut out the middleman. Don't worry about your body's metabolic function. Just take the vitamin D3. And then zinc at appropriate dose, usually about 30 milligrams, is enough to prevent. Zinc can cause nausea, particularly on an empty stomach, but it's a great supplement to take as well. You can get all of those things at my website, lipodrops.com.
Yeah, Dr. Collier, let everybody know how you can be reached.
Rickey Smiley. I can be reached on all social media at AskDRMJ. And this Saturday, June 6th at 12 noon, I'll be speaking at New Birth Missionary Baptist Church in Atlanta, home of Dr. Pastor Jamal Bryant. My topic will be speaking on autoimmune diseases. I'm speaking for Don Warner and the Myasthenia Gravis Holistic Society. So come out and see me at 12 noon. I'll stay, and I'm having a Q&A session. I'll have a booth. You can come and meet me and take your social media pictures and all those sorts of things. Go to and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Ask Dr. MJ, where we have hundreds of videos on various healthcare topics. Don't believe me, just watch. And go to my official website, lipodrops.com, where you'll find information on various supplements like vitamin D3 and lipoimmune, which contains zinc, elderberry extract, and vitamin C complex. Follow me at Ask Dr. MJ on all social media. And remember, these are the opinions of Dr. MJ Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. Stick and stay. Don't you dare go away. You're listening to Dr. MJ on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T. B-I-C-T-H. John. J-O-B.
E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagle!
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
All right, y'all, it's time to expand your vocabulary with the word of the week. And Gary, do not embarrass us, all right? Please do the best you can because, man, it's summertime. People are out. People are driving to work. They're listening and depending on you to expand their vocabulary. Now, what word are you going to try to expand our vocabulary with today?
The word today, y'all, Ricky, you will not be embarrassed, I could assure you. The word of the week is conceptualize.
Come on now.
Yes, honey. Yes, it's an easy word, honey. Thank y'all for doing this for me, honey, in June. Conceptualize, and it's an adjective. And it's pronounced conceptualize. Oh.
And for those of you out there, an adjective is what? Because, you know, it's been a long time. That don't mean we done, but it's just been a minute. Y'all forgot? Don't nobody know what an adjective is?
What's an adjective, Alfredo?
It's like a word that I was going to sing the song, but I can't.
I think it's more of an adverb, to be honest.
I do too.
I think conceptualize an adverb or an adjective?
Because it's a doing verb, conceptualize. That's why I think it's an action verb.
Yeah, I think the writers screwed up. Let me say it's an adjective.
The stupid writers. Who did that, Ricky?
Yep.
Well, it's also kind of a description. No, it's not.
Who's the writer that put the wrong
Go ahead on with the thing.
No, we want to know who did it because I got me looking at that.
Go ahead on with the sentence.
Go ahead with the sentence, nothing, honey.
But if you would have messed up the word, they would have been on you, so get on them for messing up.
Thank you, honey. Got me, honey, saying it's a doggone adjective and it's not. It's an adverb.
Well, go ahead with the sentence.
Somebody keep pushing me to go on. I wonder who. But anyway. Nah. And I hope this is right then, the definition of it. The definition
don't get cocky because you got the word right for the first time this year. Don't get cocky now.
It's the definition is to form an idea, principle, or mental image of something. That's to conceptualize. And let's use it in a sentence. Mm-hmm. When one watches how I move with such moist, limp, brisk, feminine energy, it's difficult to conceptualize that in high school I clapped the cheeks of a girl on prom night.
Awful sensitive.
Oh, really?
The moist, limp, brisk. News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
28 minutes after the hour, y'all front page right here. Frida's
Good morning, Ricky.
Good morning.
Wednesday. Good morning. June 3rd. Here's what's going on in the news. 6 states held primaries yesterday, Ricky, but the headline is Iowa, where farmer and businessman Zach Lon pulled off a major upset over a Trump-backed candidate in the GOP governor's race. In New Mexico, Democrat Deb Haaland, the former Interior Secretary, will face Republican Greg Hull, the former mayor of Rio Rancho. And if Haaland wins in November, she would become the first indigenous woman elected governor in U.S. history. California is still counting. However, the governor's race looks to be narrowing around Steve Hilton and Javier Becerra. Now in L.A., reality star Spencer Pratt is fighting for a runoff spot against Mayor Karen Bass. In other news, George Floyd's family is speaking out after members of the Minnesota GOP reportedly held a moment of silence for Derek Chauvin at their state convention. Chauvin, of course, is the former Minneapolis officer convicted of murdering Floyd.
Well, they're so open with their racism there. They have a moment of silence for
somebody
that killed George Floyd. That's
murderer.
insane.
So this tribute comes just days after the anniversary of Floyd's death, Ricky, and relatives feel like people are getting comfortable making light of what happened. They also pointed to the backlash over a George Floyd joke made during a recent Kevin Hart roast. We've talked about this, they say the bigger concern, Ricky, is that Floyd's death is being treated less like a tragedy and more like a punchline or a political prop.
Absolutely.
And in Washington, the U.S. Supreme Court has cleared the way for Alabama to use a Republican-drawn congressional map in the upcoming midterms. A lower court had said that the map intentionally discriminated against black voters, but the high court blocked that ruling. So now Alabama can move forward with a map.
Yeah, black folks, y'all still going to the Alabama UAB and Auburn games, helping them with tax dollars for the state.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
This map's going to eliminate one of Alabama's majority black districts.
I bet if those players walk away from Alabama and Auburn and all the other schools, I bet that'll get some minds changing real quick, like they did in South Carolina when Don Staley threatened to quit or whatever. That got a whole lot of things shaking and moving a little bit.
Exactly. Well, Ricky, Rock T is out, so I got a quick look at your sports. The NBA Finals tip-off is tonight with Wemby and the Spurs taking on Jalen Brunson and the Knicks. In the WNBA, Angel Reese hit a milestone with her 1,000th career point, while Shaq is calling out internet trolls for going after Reese and other female players. I'm Alfreda's in for Rock T. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, Brat's here with a hot spot.
Got a hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get on off into it. Well, y'all, Dame Dash is not holding back when it comes to Jay-Z's Roots Picnic performance, and he was not feeling the bars or his hair. While on the Art of Dialogue podcast, here's what he said when he was asked about the diss.
I really still look at Jay as my brother. And I was like, all these years, just even amongst my crew, we would be like, he ain't gonna never say nothing until he's broke. So he hasn't said anything for 20 years. And I'm like, damn, I hope he's not broke. You know, it was whack. It was like a joke. Like, I would prefer the version of Jay that would have said something more clever. And I felt bad because I was like, it must be embarrassing for him to now have to be on that stage, not the same version of himself, and still have to work at that age because he has to. So that was the brother in me, like, damn, because I know him. For him to have to come outside 20 years later, I just felt kind of like embarrassed for him a little bit because we all know him. And then I couldn't even hear the lyrics because the hairstyle was crazy. And I was like, why would they let him come outside like that?
Wow.
You know
really?
what?
Jay-Z broke?
Wow. Exact. Broke, we all know that is not an issue.
He's coming off sounding like a hater.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, like, bro,
like,
you just,
bro,
you can't
everybody
do that.
loved Jay-Z's hair, including me. The lyrics was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? He's a lyrical genius. Like, you got some hate in your blood, bro.
Man, Brett, I had to look it up. Jay-Z is worth $2.8 billion. I would love to be that kind of broke.
That man is an entrepreneur if you ain't never seen one. He got all kinds of businesses and ventures and collaborations.
And the crazy thing is, even if Jay-Z lost 75% of his money, he's still a multi-hundred-something millionaire.
My Lord.
Well, Dame
He's so
Dash
far from broke.
also added, I don't think Drake can beat Kendrick, but I know Drake can beat Jay. I know that for a fact. Dame, you are a hater.
Yeah, he's officially a hater, bro.
Dang.
Right.
You could have said something else. What? What, Ricky? What
Ricky
are you
is
laughing
a
at?
dirty. You know what? What's wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with you?
Got a feeling it has something to do with our
I don't.
Y'all seen that video on Facebook? That old lady got choked on popcorn.
Why do you send these things when we're working?
That is not funny to
It's
some
always
old
the
lady
little kernel that be on the
It's not even of popcorn.
I done put it on Rickey Smiley morning show.com.
Oh my God.
Ricky's
Ooh, Brett, I'm crying.
That's not
ADHD.
funny.
Y'all
Is
know-
she okay?
So
Oh,
it's
my
over.
God.
It's taken
She's
over.
fine, she's fine. But y'all know old people, you can't get old people popcorn.
We got to get you on some of Gary medication.
Y'all might have to give me on something.
Yeah.
Brett, look at the video.
What the hell
I'm
it's got to
not,
do
I
with
am
Dame
not
Dash?
looking at
Exactly.
that.
Or Jay-Z.
I will not laugh at that. No, not today, sir.
Man.
I'm tired of my stomach
Aaron,
hurting.
give him
every
some of your
morning.
pills.
Stop giving old people popcorn because they can't handle them kernels. Them kernels, they don't.
No.